Brett Allen here chatting with the wonderfully talented Hugo Blick about the English premiering on Prime Video today. Hugo, thank you so much for your time.
Great pleasure. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Well, I'm very excited about this. I've had the opportunity to watch. What are your hopes? What are your excitements, your expectations for fans? I know that's a lot, but when they get an opportunity to finally watch.
Well, listen, I hope any fans that there's two excellent series that I love. One was Scott Frank's Godless, and the other was Taylor Sheridan's 1883. If folk have really enjoyed that, then I'd love them to watch the English. I think the English also has something else altogether to say. So there's a wildness to its own voice, which I hope will engage the audience.
Yes, I think it stands alone. But yes, if you are fans of the other two that Hugo mentioned, this is definitely up your alley. What interested you and attracted you to the idea and the project and made you decide this was something you wanted to commit your time to as a storyteller?
Well, are you kidding? It's a Western. I mean, am I lucky to have made a Western? Yes, I am. I love the genre. I mean, the history of the cowboy was probably only 30 years long, and the myth that follows 130 years. And that myth happens in cinemas and it happens in your front room. And as a kid, I don't know why, but I must have been in my front room better than, for longer than was better than me, because I just sat there watching Westerns and said, geez, man, one day I want to make one. So the fact that this is up here and you're talking about it is the luckiest thing in the world.
Yes. Well, as a young child, I mean, you mentioned you had interest in these things. What were the conversations like with family, with friends, when you finally decided you wanted to make the leap into this crazy and Wild West, no pun intended, world of storytelling, acting, writing, directing, and producing?
What it is that I think that the Western is a kind of operatic space. Someone famous, they say it's a horse opera. Well, it is. I mean, the horses don't sing, but everybody else tends to. It's elevated. It's mythic. I love it for that. I suppose there are also within it a few there's a few themes in there. Much as I think the genre is just a noble and fantastic one. Maybe it's representation issues. Maybe, doesn't have the best history with representation. And so I was just, really, really pleased to see Chaske Spencer playing a role that might otherwise have been the preserve of a Paul Newman or literally Clint Eastwood, that elevated cinematic hero, that heroism. And here it is, a Native American playing a Native American in a role that takes his name above the title with Emily Blunt. It was really pleasing. I think I speak from my ears and my eyes, but wow, if I was a kid, I'd sure as hell wanted to have been Chaske Spencer in this role.
Yes, Hugo Blick, it's been an honor. Thank you for your time.
Pleasure.